Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, this is your humble host Emmanuel. Today we are going to continue our discourse on sex in marriage, and I invite you to come along with me. It's going to be a very sizzling moment, a moment of brutal truth. Um, I believe that the nuggets that we're going to be giving today will be useful, be educative, instructive, and hopefully help one or two people who are dealing with uh, the issues of sex in marriage. As usual, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, make comments, contribute in this discussion, because usually we don't give lectures, we propose nuggets which we believe are helpful. Nevertheless, we appreciate comments of those who know better. If it's an argument, even why not? If anything we say here does not resonate with you and you have a different view, you're always welcome. So let's hit the ground running as we get into sex 4 today. A number of people have written articles on this subject matter, that is sex in marriage. Um, like I said, we do not claim to be experts, so to speak, but we only moderate this topic, and our style is to bring ideas from different quarters just to try to drive home some salient points. So I'm going to be piggybacking on some of the um, great people who have submitted um, notes or write-ups concerning sex in marriage. One of such people is Surabi, uh, March 28, 2012. So I'm going to read some of his write-ups. Sex, according to him, is actually important in marriage. So we agree with him that sex is one of the important ingredients in marriage. He says, this one question that surely gets men and women. This is one question that surely gets men and women divided into two groups. When asked, men immediately respond that sex is very important. Women say, no, not very important, and certainly not the most important. In fact, some women may even claim it to be not important at all, though there are exceptions all around. Let's come to face it. Sex is important in any marriage. How much? It depends. That is how um, Surabi puts it. That it depends on individuals, and it depends on how much importance means to each person. So Surabi um, goes further to draw a parallel between the way men perceive sex vis-a-vis the women. He says that men need to have sex to feel close to their mate, while women need to feel close to their mate to have sex. So this is the perspective that he sees from the men folk and the women folk. Surabi also says that to men, sex is not just about pleasure, it is also about power. Sex inflates the ego like anything. Men are not good at expressing themselves verbally, so making love is a way of their expression. They need it to be shown that their wife is attracted towards them. They need to be proud of their virility. So to men, it is just one, not about love, it is also about power. Do you agree with that? Please make your comment if you agree with that, um, or you have a different opinion. Furthermore, he says that to women, sex is an emotional act. They need to be caressed, kissed, and loved. It is merely a way to deepen their love for partner. While it contrasts to men, it can be even a plain way to show distress, to shoo distress away. Also, what is your opinion? Let us know if you agree with this or you have something uh, different from that. He said, since in a marriage both a man and a woman are involved, we can say that sex is needed to strengthen the emotional bond and also to drive the rifts and stress away. So I agree with that. Sex strengthens the emotional bond and it drives away a rift. When a couple have good sex, they tend to be happier with each other. What is your opinion? Do you have something different? Please let us know. Again, Surabi says that for men, sex leads to love, but for women, love leads to sex. Do you agree? What is your, if you have a contrary opinion on this, let us know as well. Does sex lead to love, or rather the other way around, love leading to sex? Make your comment here, please. Another argument he made is that a marriage with love without so much of sex can survive, but a marriage with sex uh, without love cannot survive. So sex plays a very vital role, obviously, in marriage. I want to, finally in this segment, he says, if you do not have enough sex in your marriage, but both the partners love each other and are intimate with each other, the marriage lasts longer. But if you have enough sex but little intimacy or very little love and respect, your marriage may not withstand the test of time. So, sex, according to him, leads to intimacy. Sex and intimacy actually go pari passu, um, except outside marriage, which I do not really want to delve in. Uh, but obviously, most of the perspective I'm talking from is within the bounds of marriage. Like I said earlier, um, the architect, the author of sex, has in mind that it should only be uh, done within the confines of matrimony. When you feel like having sex with the opposite partner, then it's time to start making preparations to have a spouse. We are not animals who freelance on sex. Sex is very important, and for sex to be at its best, it must only be within the bounds of matrimony. That is what separates the human from the animals, as far as I see it. You have a right to differ in your opinion, but whatever it is, let us have your comments at the appropriate place in this channel. So he went further to say that making love after a fight actually dissolves the issues and sets upset moods right. You are talk in love and think about your first meeting with your spouse and you both feel strongly for each other. Sex brings a closeness that is beyond words. It relaxes you, puts you in tune with each other, and smooths over all the everyday trial and tribulation, says Russia, who runs a dating agency with her husband. Intimacy can be achieved by holding hands, kissing, hugging, and just loving each other. If you are not if it's not important, then what is the deal about infidelity according to him? So I'll let you make your comment here. Do you agree with what we have said so far? Um, are there areas you do not actually agree? You are free to make your comment. We have emphasized on intimacy as a prelude to sex in marriage. So right here I have an example of couple who started their day with um, intimate expression of uh, appreciation of one another, friendliness, um, and love. Um, I believe that this type of relationship can only spice your day. Uh, so yeah, um, let us hear your comment. Um, Due to some other interferences, we will end this video at this point and um, continue in the next episode. We still have a couple of um, posts where we'll be getting deeply to the core of the subject matter. In the meantime, stay blessed, make your comments, um, give us your opinion, subscribe to this channel, and know that God loves you, and so do we. Bye for now.